This organization is working for the prevention of HIV and AIDS among male and female injecting drug user come sex worker from the red light area in Lodhra and particularly in South Punjab. Yes, the government organizations or the hospital, they are rendering their services, but as this epidemic or the vulnerable group is living covertly, not overtly, so the government is unable to reach at the ground reality. So this is what we, the youth group or the representative of the Rafiq Research and Educational Society, they are rendering their services and going where the red light area is and where the brothel, prostitution and male and female sex workers, injecting drug users and the pimps are. Yes, a red light area is particularly a term where you can go and you can have a sex. It might be 2 or 3 red light area in a town. So we do have a red light area in Lodhra, and this is the most vulnerable group of the male and female injecting drug user. We have established a volunteer counseling and testing center within the red light area, and this is working now quite successfully. We have provided the treatment of sexually transmitted infections. We are distributing the condoms and providing them counseling services. As far as the age is concerned, this is really no shocking. They are most probably 16 to 22 and hardly 28, 30. So this is the age group. And as far as the female injecting drug users are concerned, they are mostly the prostitutions which uses the injections of morphine just to prolong their sexual activity, and a female sex worker fulfill the needs of 25 to 40 clients per day. Yes, as far as the overall opinion of the society is concerned, people condemn this work. They don't consider it as an legal one, so that this group works underground or within the houses. So the work is going on, but the travesty of the situation is this, that there is no awareness, no promotion of condom, but we ourselves have to face several problems within the society. But now we are working from the last 7 years. Now we do have the relation with the stakeholders, police and other pimps and brothels. They just consider us that we are their friends. Yes. Actually, the media just take the news which is very much important, or which is like the political issues, like other domestic issues. But as far as the drug users or the sex workers, they have don't get anything like attention for the media. Media know that yes, this is the problem, but they are not bothered to highlight it. But we have the success story. I myself represented my organization, the Rafiq Research and Educational Society, over the floor of the United Nations during high-level meeting on HIV and AIDS from 8th to 10th of June. I spoke over the floor of the United Nations and said that we, the youth group, have proved ourselves as a catalyst for change. So we are doing this, and we do have the success story which has been recognized internationally. As the government or its plans are concerned, they are assigned to the government representative. They don't pay heed, or they don't take the pain So they just take it that this is no a thing which is useless. These sex workers and addicts would not live, or they must live the same life, same pathetic life. So the actual responsibility, according to my point of view, is on the shoulders of the civil society representative. Yes, they must work with the help of the government, and they just do it and make it possible together. As far as the family is concerned, they belong to very good families, very honorable families of the society. But once if a boy have started the drugs, so this is a bad image, not only for the society, not only for the family, not only for the neighbors, but he himself has been so much feels himself in a hot troubling water that he have to quit his home. So he shift another place or another town and live as in life of nomadic or tramp. So this is what they are, very sensible, very sincere people, but had been using these drugs directly or indirectly due to some cause, but now they are unable to live, so they need actually the special attention. And we are very happy and proudful to say that we are working for a noble cause. They do have religion, but as far as their they don't exert the religion as much as the other women in Pakistan, because if they would show their work, they would be highly condemned in the society. So they work underground with their male partners. We had been meeting with the religious leaders, we had been meeting with the professors, team of doctors, and the minorities. They themselves said it categorically that these people need the special attention, and the society must leave no stone unturned to take care of these people. So we are in contact with each group separately and trying the awareness for the betterment of this community. But I had been working with male and female injecting drug user come sex worker. So there were not only the work, but the work was with success stories, like the treatment of the chronic the patients of the sexual transmitted infections. Yes, we did it and we make it possible. And these success stories had already been recognized internationally. So when there was a call for proposal for the speakers for the high level meeting, I also applied due to my success stories and the real work. I had been selected to come and to speak over the floor of the United Nations and represent my country. Yes, I just brought a brighter picture of Pakistan, that yes, the youth is working in a positive way and the youth want to bring a change.